All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about Geico trucking insurance. I know a lot of you guys hate Progressive. Luckily, there's someone here to take their place. I'm going to talk about Geico and their competitors. I'm going to talk about how they stack up to Progressive. I'm going to talk about how the pricing stacks up. I'm going to talk about the company in general right now and what the future probably looks like for them. Getting into the deal. Progressive and Geico and their competitors here. Progressive, you're going to see a lot of them in the non-fleet space. If you're a smaller company, typically 1 to 5 units. If you're a newer venture, if maybe you got a couple claims under your belt, you don't qualify for somebody like Great West, 10-4, Acuity, something like that, you're going to be progressive, or just sometimes they actually are really cheap. But typically, you get the idea, right? Geico kind of seems to be the same way. They're gonna be a direct company. Getting a quote from them is very easy. It's be very quick. You can get it online. 100% recommend just go getting an agent. There is no price difference between an agent and going direct between Progressive and Geico. Do not go to them directly because you're gonna deal with some customer service person who doesn't know what they're talking about. And you can have an agent for absolutely free, and they just quote on the phone with you too. They get your COIs, all that stuff way quicker. They can give you professional advice way quicker. So when you're starting off and you're kind of looking between Progressive and Geico, who is all your competitors here? Who's the best? You got Progressive, you got Geico, you got Geico's sister company, Berkshire Hathaway, Home State Companies, otherwise known as BHHC. You have Cover Whale, you have Canal, and really all those guys are kind of in the same space. They're kind of the big five players in that space. For the new ventures, they got a couple claims or tougher state, whatever the deal is, right? Personally, my ranking so far, I like Canal the best so far. They have pay per mile. They are going to be slower in quotes. You're not going to get a quote in an hour. It's going to take maybe a week. Um, my opinion, they're probably one of the best companies, better companies out there this stack so far. Geico's been pretty good so far, but we'll kind of see. I'm gonna go Geico. They've been really good, very upfront. My marketing rep says if I have any quotes are not coming in cheap, they want me to let me know right away so they can adjust their pricing. I'm gonna go Berkshire. Berkshire seems to be a pretty decent company too. Um, very good claims. They, I'm just going BHHC. They have a very broad appetite, one of the most broad out of all these guys. But they'd be not as competitive. It's going to be very rare they're going to be coming in the cheapest, but if they do, you get a great option. Then you got Progressive, Cover Whale. If Cover Whale's a necessary evil, they suck. Customer service is not available. But sometimes they're the cheapest, and that's just what it's going to have to be. They're going to be popular in tough states, Florida, California, Texas. Wacky situations are going to come into play. So I'd say Geico is one of the best ones out there. How do they compare in pricing? Ranking those five once again. Pricing, I'm gonna have to stick Progressive up top again. I mean, they're the number one carrier for a reason. Honestly, if I can get Canal, give me a quote. I'm gonna get Canal. Then I'm gonna toss up Geico right up there. Coverwell, Berkshire. Berkshire is very rarely coming to the cheapest, but now that doesn't mean that Geico is not going to be the cheapest ever. That they're not worth any quote. I'm just saying percentage of the time they're the cheapest. I'm going to give it maybe 20% out of that list there. I got Berkshire is literally like 2%. It's very rare. So there's kind of that deal. It's they like their states is what I'll say. They if you're in the certain states, they're very good. But again, they're new to the space, so we'll have to kind of see how that runs. But so that's how pricing compares. Claims, I have no idea. I have no idea how Geico compares with claims and how to claim with them. They've only been out for a couple months. They're in about probably 17 states right now. They're definitely rolling out pretty quick. They just came out of Minnesota. They are in Texas, a decent amount of the Midwest, kind of more in the Yeah, Midwest, working their way down to the South. They're in Texas, they're in Florida, they're in those states. They're coming to Iowa very soon. All those type of stuff. All around, I really like them. I kind of think what one thing I will say that is really nice. They're not coming in and buying up the market. They're coming in at a reasonable price. They're going to be sticking at that price probably for a long time. And they definitely are a great option if you fit in their criteria. So they won't write anything non-fleet. They do have telematics. The telematics is very good. So you get a 10% discount for enrolling. And kind of like their snapshot type deal. You can get up to 30% off. You will hook up the deal to your ELD. You're gonna have a tag for your car. Well, actually, I don't. I take it back. It's not an ELD. You're gonna get a tag for the truck. And you're gonna get an app. 10% discount right at the bat, up to 20% discount next year. So that's really nice. It's a lot higher than Progressive's Smart Haul discount. Um, who is it? Coverall does the exact same thing. Berkshire offers a 5% discount for telematics. Progressive is, I think, 5% off the bat, but they just reworked it. So I couldn't even tell you. It might be 25% now at renewal, but I want to say it's 5% off the bat. And once again, I think Canal's got the best program for this. You can do pay per mile, hook it up. They'll send you a tracking device or a little mileage counter, and you don't drive, you don't pay for auto liability insurance. So you will have to pay cargo and physical damage if you need physical damage, which is also full coverage. But their little pay per mile dealer telematics is wicked. It's awesome. Um, so yeah, I mean, overall, how does Geico play? At the very early on, they definitely can be very cheap. They're going to be expanding, and we'll be seeing them a lot more here. They're going to be very popular in your tough states. I mean, you truckers pretty much know where the tough states are at. I think they're going to be awesome. The customer service seems to be a lot better. The quoting system is very good. Everything is very good about them. They're not coming out buying up market, doing a bait and switch on you guys. They're coming out with reasonable prices. Looks like they'd be sticking to it. So I'm thinking things are looking great for them. Truckers will tell me they love Geico way more than they love Progressive. Brokers don't like Progressive. I mean, heck, I'm hearing people getting denied from Progressive just as much as they're getting denied as a non-A rated company. Never heard anybody get denied from Geico. I've already had brokers tell me they'll take Geico and not Progressive. So overall, I think there'd be a much better option if you can get a cheaper quote from Geico. Definitely try it. Our agency has Geico, Progressive, Canal, Berkshire, and I don't know who the fifth one is. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but we have all those guys. So starting off, if you've been in business forever, we have literally 35, 40 options. Here's another just quick tip I'd recommend. If you're a new venture or you're just literally anybody with any of those five companies I just mentioned, get an agent and have them split up the physical damage and cargo. I will say I have a direct company. I have multiple direct companies, which means direct company I can go get a quote within a couple hours or 24 hours, whatever. I work directly with them. It's not their brokerage. You can split up physical damage and cargo and get the rate way cheaper. Just for example, I had somebody that came in at about $6,000 for their full coverage or physical damage on the truck. I found it with another company, split it up, $1,500. So I just saved them 75% on one line of coverage just by splitting it up. Cargo, it could be $2,000 to $3,000. I can go find it somewhere for anywhere from $700 to $1,000, way cheaper. So they can split it up, get an extra $5,000 savings just about by splitting up these coverages. That's also another benefit of calling an agent versus going directly to Geico because they can't do that. So that kind of sums up the whole video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys got any questions, feel free to let me know, shoot me a message, whatever. Please like, subscribe. I'm trying to grow on YouTube to help other truckers. If you guys want a Geico, Progressive quote, whatever the heck kind of quote you want, fill a quote sheet.